When it comes to website creation, Wix is one of the leaders in this space. And today I'm going to be showing you a complete beginner's guide tutorial of how to create your very own website in just minutes. Let's jump in. So we're going to start with step number one, which is to sign up for a Wix account. So we're just going to head over to wix.com. And then up at the top, you're just going to click on the Get Started button. It's going to ask you to either sign up with an email or a Google or Facebook account. Then it's just going to ask you some more information about what you want your website to be about. And then it's going to pop up here to give you the option to start an AI chat to build your website. And you can certainly go that direction if you just want to get one up super fast. But I'm going to show you how to do it with a little bit more control to add to this. So we're going to set up without a chat and start by telling it a little bit about what your website is going to be for. I'm going to be creating a website to showcase my YouTube channel. Click continue, add a name for your website, click continue, and then it's going to ask you about some of the goals that you want to do. So let's say I want to drive YouTube subscriptions, promote my content, connect with my audience. Click continue, and then it's kind of customizing which templates it's going to suggest to you. And this actually brings up step number 3, which is you can add additional apps to your website to grow it even further. So you can showcase your work with a portfolio, with blog, show your Instagram feed. And this is where Wix really gets powerful, is they have all these apps that you can integrate to them. You can add them at this step, or you can always add them later. But this is a really way of getting more power behind your website. So we're just going to skip that for now. And step number 4 is setting up your domain. So you're going to land here on the dashboard. So in this box here, you can either connect a domain that you already own, or it'll even allow you to purchase the domain from here. Otherwise, it's just going to be sort of the generic Wix URL domain name that they provide to you, which will be long and hard to remember. So let's say I want this to be Andy Canode Show. We'll go, let's go. So you can see here it's saying that domain is already registered, so I can connect it to the site that I'm building now. Or I could try a different name and see if that's available. Or they give you some other suggestions through here. Maybe I want andycanodeshow.net and I can get it here. But what we're going to do now is we're going to move on to step number 5, which is designing your website. So you can see down here it says design your website, and we go click on design site. Now from here, again, you can just add your information in here and let the AI generate that for you. Or if you want a little bit more control, then you can head down here and see some of the different options of templates. So let's say this production company one here, I want to click on that to view it. So we can preview it here and kind of scroll through and see what options are available to us. And if this all looks good, then we just click on Edit Site. So after you make your website, you're going to want to make sure it's accessible and compliant. Now, I've got a free resource for you. It's a website accessibility checklist based on international requirements. Now, this covers all 3 compliance levels and comes as a PDF or Google Sheet. So you can work through it however works best for you. Plus, like I mentioned, it's completely free. So you just click the link in the description and it's yours to keep. Now, step number 6, you already saw in action here, but this is the AI-powered content generational. So you can see it already changed. Welcome to Andy Canode Show, about Andy Canode Show down here. So it's already adding some of those elements to it that I didn't need to add for myself. So that's a really powerful thing about Wix. So step number 7, we're going to talk a little bit about navigating the Wix editor here, which is the screen that we're in now. So let's talk a little bit first about how Wix is laid out. So the broad, and we'll kind of narrow down from there. Your website is everything that is on the website. When people go to your domain, where everything that's in there is the website. That's broken up by pages. So over here on the left side, you see pages. We're on the home page. And then you have the stream and buy, the catalog, about us, contact. Now, all of those are customizable, and you can be able to change that. And people will be able to navigate to those different pages through this up here on the top. Now, in the editor, you'll have to click on those separate pages and edit those pages separately. Okay. So you can see you have all the information here. You have your contact information down there. Okay. Now we're just going to go back to the home page. Now, when you look at the home page individually, that is broken up by sections. So each section, like this is the introduction section up here. This is a grid of all the different videos that are on there, a little more information about the show section. And you see when I hover over it, it highlights that. Again, when you hover over that, you can be able to add a section. So you could have a different box that has other information in there as you want, or you can go even funneling down even further because each section is made up of elements. So in this section, there's a text element, there's a headline element, or like this section here, which is called portfolio, there's different media in there that has links to everything. So those are the elements in there. And so then when you go over to the side panel, you can click on Add Element, and it gives you all the things that you can add. There are text, images, buttons, and when you see what you want, you just click on that, drag it over where you want it to go, and drop. Just like that, you now added a button. And then when you click on that element that you added, you can right-click on it and change the settings to it. Like in this case, it's a button, so where does that button go? The link, the layout, the design, all these things you can change within there. So you can see everything that you see on here is customizable. You could click on the section and be able to change the background. You can edit the design of it. You can add corners. There are so many things that you could dig into to customize this exactly the way you want it that you could really get lost in that. And that's why when you're starting out, I always recommend picking a template that fits your needs best. And then all you have to do is update the information that's in there. And like I mentioned earlier, the AI power of that already helps get a jump start on it because it's adding the information in there that I want to add. So now let's talk about step 8, which is customizing the content. So as we hover over the section, you can see I can change the background. So let me click on that. And they have some preloaded backgrounds that maybe apply, maybe don't. Or you can click on images, you can add a color, you can add a video, whatever you want. So let's say I want to add an image. So we'll click on that. And here's all the media. Now this is what's preloaded into Wix. So we can be able to search for that and say, I want to find film reels. This is kind of cool. So we'll select that vintage film equipment, change the background, and just like that. Now we have vintage film equipment as our background. That could be your own photo. That could be something that you provide. You could also do a video, which will play automatically. But you can see you just swap out that information. Likewise, we'll go down to this text box and we'll say edit text. And now we can change whatever we want in there. We could rewrite the text, but I like kind of what they wrote up there. We can make it in bold so it's a little bit easier to see. We can increase the size so we can see it a little bit better. Then you can go to the color, and let's say I want to make it orange. Well, that's really hard to read. Say we go to white, and maybe we want to add a highlight color just so it's a little bit easier to read there, just like that. Okay, so you can see everything's customizable, and maybe I want to drag this out so it fills that space a little bit more, and there you go. So you can go through each of these elements and update it as you need to. Now, step number 10 is we're going to change the theme or design of the website. Once you have all the content the way that you want it, I always recommend doing that first, getting your own photos, your own text, everything that you want in there first. And then you can click over here to site design, and you can see you have some themes. So we can change the theme out and say we want a different color scheme. We want retro. That's kind of cool. You have the black background, the dynamic. You can see these are already color selected to be the most aesthetically pleasing that you don't have to be a designer to know anything about. So you can go to natural. Maybe I want that because that really fits with that background image that I added in there. And again, when you click on any of these themes, it changes the theme across all of your pages, all of your sections, all of your elements. Now the website's looking pretty good as it is, but we're going to go on to step number 11, which is a little bit more advanced, but that's to add these apps. So we're going to go back to the app section here, and you can see there are tons and tons of apps depending on what you want to add. You could add some business solutions. You can add communication like Snapchat. You can add your blog, booking events. You could add ticket sellers. Whatever your objective is for your website, you can find an app that will support that. If you want to create a store to be able to add in there, again, this is where it gets a little bit more advanced. I want to kind of keep it to the basics, but here's where you can really add and build your website out to provide so much more value to your viewers. And then step number 12 is to publish your website. Now, periodically, I would also recommend saving it so that it is saved on Wix on the cloud so that none of your changes is lost. So here's the Wix domain that they are providing for me. So I just click save and continue and go done. And then once you have it the way that you want it and you're ready to put it out publicly, then all you do is click up here on the publish button. And just like that, our website is live. So now I can go to view site. This is taking me directly to that domain that, again, Wix is providing for me. And I can see exactly what the website looks like. I can see how long it's taken everything to load. I can see what happens when I click on the buttons. I can even pull it up on my phone to see what it looks like on the mobile device. And with that, you have your first website published through Wix. I hope you found this video helpful, and I'll see you in the next one.